Hey guys, John over here for Patriots Patriots and Sports Show. How's it going? I'm here with NFL Pick Score. Week 2 in the NFL. Week where we did good, not great. I know there was no recap up. I hope to have one up starting in Week 2. We got 9-7 straight up, so we are 483, 2-2-1 lifetime. But what's the spread? We just pulled off a 500 record at 8-8. 99-84 on the year. We were just able to pull out the 500 record with Houston, getting that time expired field goal against San Diego on Monday night. Alright, here we go. Let's get to the picks. Of course, they start showing things. If you do not know why I need all the picks in this video, it is because I am leaving in the morning to go to Milwaukee to watch the Bears and Red Series this weekend, so I will not be able to make picks. College football picks are already up if you're interested in seeing those. Alright, the first game we have is the New York Patriots and New York Jets taking place tonight from Foxborough. Patriots, big spread here, a lot of big numbers this week as far as spreads. 12.5 is what Pigskin has that, so we're going to go with, and go with Pigskin. That's a high number, but a couple of things play into this. One is Geno Smith this game against the Patriots. Nobody expected the Jets to beat the Buccaneers last week, and they did. Well, the Patriot team obviously different from the Buccaneers team. Obvious statement there. Plus, New England did not play well. New England just did not play well against this Buffalo Bills team. What happens when the Patriots don't play well, whether they're limited or whether they're really not? They come back angry. Bill Belichick makes improvements. Quite frankly, yes, this New York Jets defense is an okay defense. Okay? But the thing you gotta watch out for, like I said, is the Patriots. They're really angry. They're not very happy. The game with Buffalo should not have been as close as it was. And because of that, because the Patriots are angry, because it's at Foxborough, I'm taking the Patriots and I'm swallowing the Titans. So, big spread there to start things off, but nonetheless, that's what we're going to do. Next up, we have St. Louis and Atlanta. Atlanta is 7.5 point favorite at home. Okay, I like Atlanta winning this game. I watched Atlanta play in the road. Atlanta is a good team. However, St. Louis is a good team too. Let's not get too caught up in the fact that St. Louis just beat Arizona. Okay, St. Louis is a much improved team from last year. I think the spread is too high. Steven Jackson making his return, or not really his return because they're playing well. They're playing against the little team, St. Louis Rams. I do think Atlanta wins this game, but I don't think they cover. So give me the Falcons to win straight up, and give me St. Louis for the spread. Carolina and Buffalo. Buffalo plus 2.5 at home. This is a bit of a tough game. Cam Newton did not play well as far as passing yards against Seattle. Cam Newton did not play well last week, but Seattle's defense is nothing to frown upon. Buffalo's defense is not quite as good. Watch out for Cam Newton in this game. I do like DJ Manuel. I do think he's going to be a good quarterback. I said it last week. I do think he's going to be a good quarterback. He showed against New England that he can hang in there and he can play at this level. But I do think Cam Newton is going to have I'm not going to say he's going to have I'm not going to say he's going to burst like a huge game and, fill up the 300 yards and, 7 touchdowns, so Peyton Manning-like performance. I don't think he's going to do that, but I think Cam Newton does perform considerably better than when he did against Seattle. I've got Carolina winning this game, and so obviously take them for the spread too. Minnesota and Chicago. This is a 6.5 favorite for the Bears at home. I said it last week and I believe it. The Bears are an overrated team. Had it not been for a low personal foul for the Cincinnati Bengals, the Bears may lose that game to Cincinnati, as I said they would. I watched the Vikings and I watched the Lions. I watched Vikings and the Lions last week. I was not impressed with the Vikings team. Adrian Peterson, really, other than the big rush they had, it was like 7 yards or something on his first carry of the year for a touchdown. Other than that, Adrian Peterson was held pretty quiet. I didn't like what I saw from this Vikings team. I didn't really like what I saw from Christian Ponder. I still don't believe Christian Ponder is the answer in Minnesota. I do think Chicago's going to play better. If Brandon Marshall and Jay Cutler can stay on the same page, I think they have a big game. I've got the Bears winning, and I'm swallowing the points. Bears win, taking them for the spread as well. Cleveland in Baltimore. Baltimore is a touchdown for their home. 6.5. It's simply this. Cleveland is not good. Okay? Cleveland is not good, and Baltimore is. You look at the Baltimore defense game, and you're like, Baltimore really dropped something I did? Yes, I did. Okay, I don't think Baltimore's defense is near as bad as they showed against Peyton Manning. The Ravens are just fine. The Ravens are good. They're going to be angry. They're at home. Cleveland didn't look good. Danny Levy didn't look like a fool last week, because I said in the video last week he's not that bad of a quarterback, and then we went out and had a horrible performance against Miami on Sunday. I still don't think Brandon Levy is a horrible quarterback, but this is a good Ravens team. I've got the Ravens winning, and I've got the Ravens covering the spread as well. Next up, we have Dallas and Kansas City. Kansas City is a field goal favorite at home, minus 2.5. Okay, there are a couple of things to watch out for. One of them being the 3-1 does have some very good. It's not expected to do an extra padding. He already wears a pad for his ribs, and so all that should be good and fine and good to go and all that stuff. But it's Kansas City. Okay, lowest, one of the lowest stadiums, one of the hardest places to play in the NFL. Okay, this I think is going to be a very tight game. Don't sit there and go, well, Kansas City just beat Jacksonville. Don't get too excited. They did just beat Jacksonville in what looks to be another bad year for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But Kansas City is a good team. Alex Smith, I think, has found his way, and I think he does have a good game. Okay, plus here's another thing you gotta realize, too. Let's look at Kansas City's head coaches. Andy Reid, and very few coaches in the NFL, no doubt, better than Andy Reid from all of his time in the NFC East. I do have the Cowboys winning this game straight up, therefore, obviously, it goes their way for the spread too. I think it's a much tighter game in Kansas City than what people think. Washington taking on Green Bay. This is a tough number to swallow for the Packers at home, minus 7.5. Okay, I've chewed on this one for a while. I do think the Packers win straight up. Here's the thing. RG3 was put through hell on Sunday with the offensive line. Okay, Philadelphia kind of beat him around a little bit. Okay, the Green Bay Packers also showed on last Sunday against the 49ers, they're pretty good at read option stuff. Okay, they worked really hard in the offseason, and being in that part of the country, I do know that, they have worked really hard in the offseason to stop the read options. So they showed against San Francisco, they pretty much know what they're doing, because Colin Kaepernick and the 49ers did beat the Packers last Sunday with Kaepernick's arm. So if the Redskins do it with the Packers, they're going to have to do it with the run. But I found this interesting little stat right here. RG3, when there was five pass rushers, RG3 did not perform well when there were 5 guys coming after him on Monday night. So, knowing down keepers, knowing the Packers defense, they're going to rush a lot of guys at him, and that could force him to struggle. Plus RG3 looks a little bit off. Looks a little bit rusty. He doesn't look RG3 like yet. I've got the Packers winning. I'm going to reluctantly swallow the points, but I am going to do it nonetheless. Packers win, and cover the spread. Tennessee and Houston. Houston, 9.5 point favorites at home. Too high. Okay, that spread is just too high. Tennessee is not as bad this year as they were last year. Houston, I said it last week, Houston showed they're not as good. Okay, basically what Houston did was beat the San Diego team that struggled to finish games. Not saying that means Houston's bad, but they're not great. Okay, Houston is going to win this game, but I don't think they cover. The number's too high. So, Texans straight, Titans spread. Dolphins and Colts. Colts minus 3.5. Miami comes in the game first. 1-0, haven't beat the Cleveland Browns. Indianapolis, 1-0, haven't beat the Oakland Raiders. Things a little bit closer with the Raiders than I think they would have liked. I think Indianapolis is better than what they showed against Oakland last week. And I'll give the Colts win this game and cover the spread. San Diego and Philadelphia. The Eagles, 7.5 point favorites at home. You look at that initially and you're like, whoa. Well, let me tell you why that is an okay number. Okay, San Diego gave up a lot of explosive plays to Houston last week. What does this new Philadelphia offense do? Creates explosive plays. This Philadelphia offense, I don't think long term is going to work, even throughout this year and next year and stuff, I think the one thing that I'm interested to see is Philadelphia going to be able to hold up with it. You're not playing with college students anymore. These are grown men who are, going to be trying to run this high-point offense, and Chip Kelly wants to run it faster. I think they will be able to run it faster this week. San Diego, like I said, gives up big plays. I think this offense is key around is explosive plays. San Diego cannot play that game, and until I see something different from San Diego, that's just how I feel. I've got Philadelphia. I'm going to reluctantly swallow a 7.5 point spread, but I am going to do it. Give me Eagles both ways. Detroit and Arizona. It's a pick-em game. 0.5 plus 0.5 for Arizona at home. I watched Detroit play Minnesota last week. It was not impressed. Detroit, not good. Okay? And not only not good when they weren't good, but they squandered away a couple of opportunities to get points. Stupid penalties. Ndamukong Suh is your leader. He was appealing a fine for a hit from last week, for a low hit from last week. I don't think this Lions team is terrible. I don't think the Arizona team is terrible. Okay, Carson Palmer, I watched all the game against the Rams. Carson Palmer impressed me. Okay, Detroit, like I said, is not a bad team. However, I do have Arizona winning a little bit reluctantly. Jacksonville and Oakland, what can you say? Minus 6.5. I jumped a couple of games, but I'll go back in just a second. Oakland's touchdown favorite. Give me Oakland. I think they're the better team. Terrell probably might not be the long-term answer, but I think he's the answer right now. New Orleans and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plus 3.5. Washington Saints are good. Tampa's a little iffy. Blind Eagle with the Saints decided to pick it up so cut off in case it decides to do that. Jacksonville, I expected that Denver and the Giants. 9-0, 3. Peyton Manning, 2-0 against his brother. Quite frankly, I think it's 3-0 this weekend. Plus 5.5 is the spread for the Giants. Denver is the better team. The Giants have some issues defensively, especially if there is no JPP or Prince Mukamara. That is going to be a problem for him. Peyton Manning kind of field day, and it does not look like, for especially Mukamara, at this point, it looks really doubtful that he plays. I am going to go with Broncos to win, and I don't want to say win big, but they will win by at least 6. San Francisco and Seattle, minus 2.5 for the Seahawks. Seahawks did not play at home. Seahawks did not play well. I'm going to reason that Seattle has the spread is because they were home. Seattle did not play all that well against Carolina. I should have watched out for that, so I was not really all that surprised by it. But nonetheless, they still did not play very well. Okay? I've got the Niners winning this game. Yeah, the Niners were winning game against Packers last week in their travel. Last time they traveled with Seattle, it did not go well for them. But I do think this one will be different. I've got the Niners winning, so give me one for the spread too. And we're going to football game, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Cincinnati minus 7.5. Listen, Pittsburgh's on the road. They're beat up. The spread's too high. I don't like the spread, but I do like Cincinnati straight up. Give me Cincinnati to win. 31-27. They're 0-1 in lock of the weeks, and I'm going to go Philadelphia for this week's lock of the week. We went with the Buccaneers last week, and it came back to bite me. Alright, guys, that is going to do it for me. I am coming up to the Sports 100 and the JL Sports Show. I will see you guys later.